Geeks, Nerds, and Zombies. I'm Drake and I'll be reviewing X-Men Apocalypse, but unfortunately I haven't read the comic book, so I can't compare and contrast, but I promise when I do, I will make that video comparing and contrasting the movie. But for now, I just have to review the movie. By the way, spoilers warning, I will be talking about the movie and what characters do and the different types of characters, so if you've seen the movie or just don't care, go ahead and proceed. Alright. I'm going to talk about my favorite character, Nightcrawler. Nightcrawler I think is done okay because it's based off of the Coming version, and I really do like that version of Nightcrawler. He's not my favorite, the comic book version is my favorite. But it's still a really good rendition of it, and so I like the character because it's based off of a really good version of the character. I think a bit of weirdness is because he acts weird. He's not normal because in the comic books he's just a normal guy, even though he can teleport and he's got blue skin and he's basically a demon. He's still just a normal guy. In this one he's a bit wimpy and not as cool as he is in the comic books. Plus he wears really weird clothes and has his hair really weird. For some reason they decided to make him do the Spider-Man 3 thing where it's swooped over. And they made him wear weird Michael Jackson clothes. Despite all that, I think his character is good. He has some really cool action moments where he's like fighting and he's teleporting everywhere. I think that's really cool. So let's just move on to the next character, Storm. I like her character as well, except she has weird hair just like Nightcrawler. But I'm not going to blame that because that was in the comic book too. She had the mohawk, the white mohawk, although it was worse in the comic books. It was way higher, and actually in the movie it kind of works, but it really didn't in the comic books. So I'm gonna let that one slide. The one thing I had to complain about is because of the hair, is because I looked at Storm as a regal character who was very proper and prim, and I don't think she'd have a mohawk. Like imagine the Queen of England having a mohawk like that. Right, you couldn't because it's really weird. But anyways, I think her powers are really amazing, and she used them a lot. I feel like she wasn't used as much as she should have been, but either way, she's a really good character, and she was done well. Move on to the man himself, Apocalypse. I know when me and Justin first saw the picture of Apocalypse, we thought he looked like a Power Rangers villain, like Ivan Ooze. But actually seeing the movie, I think it was really done well. I think his character really had a lot of power to him. Like there was a couple moments in the movie where he'd just be talking, he'd get louder and louder and louder, and amazing things would be happening behind him, and he really controlled a lot of power. You were actually kind of afraid of him because he was kind of an amazing villain. So I did like his character despite the outfit. Even then, the outfit worked for him. It was like armor, and it was really amazing. So, I mean, all of the characters were really portrayed well. I think there was no particular character that I think was done awfully. The closest, I think, would be Psylocke, because it's not even because the actress was bad, it's because they didn't give her enough lines and enough uses. I think because Psylocke character is really powerful and really cool and interesting, but they didn't really expand her character like they should have. And there was a bit of a controversy because of her outfit, and I think, I agree with it. I think they didn't have to make her look like she's in a stripper outfit, even though that is how it is in the comic books. I think because every other character's changed, like, Apocalypse isn't like he is in the comic books, Nightcrawler isn't, Xavier isn't, he's not wearing a suit. You know, it's not as, I don't know, what I'm trying to say is basically, you didn't need to keep it exact, but they just did that for fan service, so nerdy guys would come, like me. So if I had to rate the movie, I'd give it a 7 out of 10. Now, a lot of you are going to complain because you give every single movie a 10 out of 10, and you like every single movie you see. But I'm not like that, because I actually look at the movie, and I don't know how to explain this, right? Alright, spoilers ahead. Civil War. Right, there was a moment where Ant-Man grew giant, right? and he was it was an amazing scene. I was like on the edge of my seat waiting for what would happen, and I didn't feel that in this movie. I mean, I'm not, don't get me wrong, it's a good movie. I would watch it again. I'd buy it on Blu-ray. But in this, in the world of amazing stuff that happens, in a movie that, like Civil War that came out, that was like edge of your seat action, this movie just didn't do that much for me. There was no point in the movie where I was just like, oh, what's gonna happen? I mean, again, don't get me wrong, there was awesome moments in here that happened, but I didn't get that feeling from this movie, like I did from some others. So I can't give it a full 10 out of 10 or a 9 out of 10 or an 8 out of 10. Just a 7 out of 10 because it is a good movie, but it's not completely mind-blowingly amazing. That's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. See you later.